Tonight, we're in Compton, California, a warm Friday evening, June 7th, 2024. A backyard pool party on East Greenleaf Boulevard. Music. Laughter. Families celebrating a recent graduation. And then, gunfire. Panic. When it stops, 28-year-old Robert Abdelkader III is down. 5 others are wounded. The shooters vanish into the night. No arrests, no closure, and a mother left begging the public for help.
Robert wasn't a headline. He was a son, a hard-working young man who that day was working as a caterer at the party, feeding guests, keeping the celebration running. In minutes, a joyous moment became a homicide scene, with 200 to 300 people scrambling for safety. You know, with a crowd that size, someone saw something that can break this case. Tonight, we're reaching out to those people to do the right thing.
What's the emergency?
No problem. All units are by
I'm at the corner of Pleasant Hill and John Young Freeway.
Robert was 28 years old, identified by the LA County Medical Examiner as a homicide victim from gunshot wounds, pronounced just after 8:12 p.m. He's remembered by family as someone who stepped up and worked hard. When we say his name tonight, it's to keep that memory alive and to push for answers.
And remember, cases like this don't just need forensics, they need people. People who were there, people who saw a car leaving, who noticed a group arrive that wasn't invited, people strolling through their camera roll who might have caught a frame or two that investigators haven't seen yet.
At around 7:45 p.m., shots were fired at a pool party on the 800 block of East Greenleaf Boulevard, Compton. Multiple shooters are reported, 6 people hit by gunfire. Robert Abdelkader III is fatally wounded. 5 others, 2 men and 3 women, survive with non-life-threatening injuries. The shooters flee, and investigation begins.
Shortly after, investigators make public appeals. The FBI Los Angeles field office joins with LASD homicide, and by June 25, 2024, the LA County Board of Supervisors moved to establish a reward in Robert's case. Later coverage reiterates a $20,000 reward.
A backyard, a crowd, a celebration. I mean, this is supposed to be safe. But community violence ripples outward. Family, neighbors, everyone. Solving this case is about accountability and preventing the next shooting.
So here's our promise. No rumors, no reckless leaps. Just what's public, what's plausible, and how you can help.
Nearly 3 weeks after a young man was murdered while catering a graduation party, there are still no arrests, and now investigators are hoping a reward will shake loose some leads.
Meanwhile, the victim's parents are pleading for anyone who knows something to come forward, and our Josh Haskell reports.
The devil, that's the devil.
28-year-old Robert Abdelkadar's mother is talking about her son's killer. Abdelkader was doing what he loved, working as a caterer at a college graduation party in Compton nearly 3 weeks ago when he was gunned down.
Let's picture this responsibly. A residential backyard, a pool, and music. It's graduation season, so guests span teens to older relatives. Food services on site, Robert's working. As twilight turns into evening, uninvited individuals reportedly arrive. Moments later, gunfire. The chaos is instant. People drop, people run, and detail capture becomes fragmented. That's common in high-stress events.
For investigators, scenes like this are both rich and challenging. Rich because there may be dozens of cell phones, short videos, Instagram stories, ring or street cams, and multiple perspectives. Challenging because rumors and duplicated clips can muddy the timeline, and some witnesses are hesitant to engage. The ask from law enforcement has been consistent. If you have anything, share it.
Before 7:45 p.m., the party was active and food service was ongoing. Just after 7:45 p.m., gunfire erupts. Reports say 6 victims were hit and Robert was fatally wounded. At approximately 8:12 p.m., we have a formal pronouncement of Robert's death. In the following days and weeks, public appeals, reward announcements, and media coverage with consistent core facts.
Discrepancies in early reports, like whether Robert hosted or catered, show up in breaking news. Multiple local outlets and later pieces identify him as working the event as a caterer, which aligns with family accounts. That matters because it frames Robert as there to work, not to host strangers.
Let's think like an investigator. Digital media from guests, photos before and after the shooting, especially wide shots that capture clusters of people who weren't mingling earlier. Arrival and departure vectors. Who pulled up in vehicles shortly before the shots? Any plate fragments, wheel covers, or stickers. Distinct clothing or identifiers like shoes, hats, logos, or unique colorways. Neighborhood video. Ring cams facing the street could show vehicles leaving or a group moving on foot. Audio. Sometimes audio captures the number of weapons, different report patterns, and rough shot timing, which helps position the shooters. We're not analyzing any unreleased audio. We're explaining why even short clips matter.
And with 200 to 300 attendees, the probability that someone snapped something relevant is high. Even if a face isn't visible, body geometry, tattoos, or distinct hair can help. Submit it to the LASD homicide or the FBI tip portal. They have the infrastructure to secure and triage it.
We also recognize community hesitancy. Fear of retaliation is real. The good news is there are ways to submit tips that protect you. The FBI tip line and online portal allow you to provide information without putting your name on a social media post. We'll list those in the outro.
This isn't about snitch culture, it's about public safety. Whoever opened fire at a family party is a threat beyond one night.
The LA County Sheriff's Department is offering a $20,000 reward for any information that leads to the arrest of the person responsible for the murder of a man in Compton.
This morning, his parents asked the public for their help as investigators work to find their son's killer.
NBC4's Alex Rozier has details.
Terrifying video captured the gunfire at a graduation pool party June 7th in Compton. 6 people were shot, 1 person was killed. 28-year-old Robert Abdelkader.
One plausible scenario is that uninvited individuals arrive targeting someone else at the party. Maybe a grievance, a prior dispute, or a social media-driven conflict. In that chaos, Robert, working the event, is struck. The presence of multiple shooters supports a planned confrontation rather than a spontaneous argument. What could advance this theory? A list of guests and who invited whom? Pre-event DMs or posts referencing the party? Or video stills of unfamiliar arrivals just before shots were fired?
Another pattern seen in SoCal shootings is retaliation. A vehicle arrives, shooters disembark or fire from the street, then leave. Indicators would include vehicle sightings just before or after, coordinated movement, and distinct caliber differences suggesting multiple weapons. What helps? Ring or doorbell footage facing the street. Reports of engines revving, tires squealing, or car doors slamming, bracketing the gunfire window. Investigators can sync these to establish movement arcs.
A less likely theory given reports of non-guests arriving, but still possible. was a dispute among attendees that escalated. If true, witnesses would recall an argument, a rapid crowd shift, and a short gap between shouting and shots. What helps this? Identifying who argued, where in the yard, and who circled up. Or any cell clip catching the pre-incident tone.
In crowd shootings, forensic evidence can be plentiful. Casings, trajectories, maybe partial prints, but the narrative of who did what is inside people's phones and memories. One 15-second clip can show a face, a tattoo, or distinctive clothing, enough to generate leads. That's why agencies put up rewards. They know community information solves cases.
And remember, clearance rates for homicides nationally have dropped over decades. Tips matter now more than ever. When a case is solvable, it's often solvable because someone chooses to speak.
If you were at the East Greenleaf Boulevard party on June 7th, 2024, or know someone who was, now is the time.
Contact official tip lines. You can call the FBI Los Angeles field office at 310-477-6565. You can submit tips online at tips.fbi.gov. You can also call the LASD Homicide Bureau at 323-890-5500. There is a reward of up to $20,000 for information leading to the identification, arrest, and conviction of those responsible.
And if you're worried about safety, talk to investigators about your options. You can submit online, you can share photos or short clips. Even if you think they won't matter, they might.
And to the Crime Solvers Central community, if you've got leads, we can help route them. You can submit information to us directly from Robert's case page. We are not law enforcement, but we are a megaphone for justice.
Robert Abdelkader III should still be here. If you know something, say something. For Robert, for his family, and for the next would-be victim who deserves a normal, safe celebration.
Thank you very much for joining us for this episode. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and stay loud.